Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode in this development log. I've got quite a bit done. I've fixed this inventory a bit so that the durability line, that like sort of health bar thing for the tool, that stays when you're moving it around. Can't remember if that was in the last video or not though. What else have I got? I've got, if you mine something now, you get a little text thing in the bottom left corner. Grass block, and it also gives you the block. You can stack up to 99. The text at the bottom left is like it fades out if you leave it. So the most recent one is the very top one. I tried to emphasize that by giving it a brighter colour. When you get this, you can also drag these around and place them anywhere. This is the grass block. If I put this here now, it'll still continue to collect in that stack. And even if it's in my inventory, see it's on 14 at the moment. If I continue to mine, it's still going to be adding into that stack. And then when it reaches 99, it'll find the next available slot to start adding it to. I've also got the trees. You can get wood now as well. So there's the wood blocks. The big trees give you 8 wooden blocks, and the little ones give you 4. I've got the dirt blocks. You can collect dirt blocks. Let's dig further down to get to stone. The fall damage also shows up at the side as well. So the stone blocks also appear as well. And I've also added that little particle effect. It's not the best particle effect yet. I might need to like mess about with it a bit, because at the moment it just appears in the middle of the block. And I don't know if I think it might be better at the front. It might actually look a bit better as well. So that's all the new updates. It's coming along. All of this moves as well. You can move everything in the inventory. Move it around. The inventory's working perfectly now. I can't find any more faults with it. But every time I've said that in the past, then something's popped up and I'm like, oh. I think it's easy to get 99 wooden blocks because you get a lot more. I want there to be a chance of getting a sapling as well from the tree. I don't know why the sound effect restarts every time you chop a tree down. I wanted it to play over the top of the last sound effect, but for some reason it's just playing it from the beginning and cutting out the last one. Like, I'm not almost up to 99. No, that's an error. I shouldn't be able to reach 100. That's because I'm counting in 8s with the stack. It's going +8 and it shouldn't be able to do that. So on the next one, it should start a new stack. There it is. But that shouldn't happen. That should only be able to go to 99. So there's a little error that I need to fix. I knew everything wouldn't be 100%. Just need to mess about with that particle effect a little bit more. I'm almost ready to start building. So using the blocks to build things. I need to emphasize that fall damage on the player a bit more because you only really notice it when you see it down here. So I need to like flash the player or something. You get the sound effect, but it's still not enough. The particle effect is okay for now, I suppose. I wanted it to drop the block and then you have to collect it, but I honestly can't figure out how to do that. I spent a long time last night trying to just sort it out, but I couldn't get my head around it. I'll probably have another go at some point to start from scratch on it. That's pretty much where I'm up to at the moment. Everything's working though. Apart from that one little inventory glitch. It should be a simple fix, that though. I'm really happy with how the blocks are turning out. Like that wooden one I just drew from scratch, whereas these ones I actually textured can't speak again. I actually textured an object in the game and positioned it a certain distance away so I would get the filtering of the texture. And I screenshotted it and then edited it up. Whereas that one I just drew from scratch in the editor. But I like the way it's turned out. Because you don't actually get that block. Not yet anyway. When I place the block I might actually redo the texture, but I want it to look like that. I really like this text in the bottom. The reason why I've got it going on like an angle, one of the reasons is for like stylistic purposes. I just think it looks a little bit stylistic. And another one is to emphasise which one's the top one as well. Because if they're all lined up and it's just like you know in like coding when you get like nesting, so like you do like if such a thing and then the list of everything that's happening is like indented slightly. That's the type of feel I'm going for with that. Just like the main one is like the very top. I just think it looks cool as well, if I'm being honest. I was trying to play around with rounding the edges of the boxes off, but it wasn't working. For some reason I couldn't see the text after I'd done it. If you try and click it off the screen, off the inventory like this, it just goes to the nearest available slot. Wonder what happens if I... that's what it should do. I didn't actually test that. It should find the nearest slot here. Got all the names at the very top as well for the blocks. Coming along nicely. Oh yeah, but I've also put the distance thing on the mining. So in the last video I was saying like I didn't want it to be able to mine a block if I'm too far away from the block, because once it starts mining you can sort of run away. But I've got it now so that it stops mining. I'm trying to find the right distance. This isn't a very good example. That stopped then. That stopped. But also you can't mine it from the set distance away as well. I can't. It doesn't give you the option to. But as soon as that thing comes over, that one now, that little sprite that appears, that's when it's mineable. The worst offender for that was the trees. When I put the trees in, I could just click over here and mine the tree. But I'll fix that now. I adjusted the tool thing a bit as well, the durability. The diamond tools are twice as fast at deteriorating now because they were edit on like I think it was 1,000 durability, and every time you mine a block that's 1, so you could mine 1,000 blocks with it, whereas now you can mine 500. I still think it's a bit too tough though, but I'll have to see later on like how much you would use these tools. I'm thinking about doing something similar to Terraria, where you can take your inventory to a different world. So I'm gonna have to work out how to save these player things as like a global thing that's like transferable between worlds. Can't wait to start building. I just want to get this block. There's no texture for like him holding the block yet. I just want to get this block and just be able to place it here. I think that's the next thing. Right, so I think that's it for this development log. Thanks for watching, and if you want to continue following the updates of this game, then click that subscribe button below. I'll see you next time.